Oh man, if you're looking to be depressed and creeped out by a movie this weekend, you've got it with the rather original werewolf movie, The Cursed. Between this and Death on the Nile, this is now like 2 movies in a row that open in the trenches of World War I. This one's different though. That was a flashback, and this one's a flash forward. Also, this one was better. I wasn't distracted by the de-aged effect on Kenneth Branagh. Though I was still kinda distracted. This movie comes to theaters this weekend, but I was sent a screener for it that had my name watermarked in a rather inconvenient spot on the screen. I can vouch that my name gave an excellent performance in the film. At first, with the World War I opening sequence, I was wondering if I was watching the right movie called The Cursed. It is kind of a generic title. I didn't know if there was some VOD movie that I was sent instead. The original title for the movie was 8 for Silver, and I like that title better. But oh my god, this movie sucks you in from the beginning, just with the sheer brutality alone. Whether it's these wounds on the battlefield, people needing limbs amputated, bullets pulled out, the effects in this are top notch. There's one shot in the movie that's one of the best I've seen in a while, where the camera is perfectly still in this wide shot, and it starts with this gunshot and just erupts into mass chaos with wagons on fire and people on fire, and it's just horrific. And that's before a guy is turned into a human scarecrow, people pose for pictures with the bodies, and one person's buried alive. The movie has to do with a Roma clan being slaughtered by a land baron, and then a curse is put on the town, and you're sitting there like, damn right, this town deserves to be cursed. And poor Boyd Holbrook has to investigate all of this, with many townspeople thinking it's a wild animal attacking them, or something to do with a cholera outbreak, and he's like, what in the hell did you people do? Between all the extras they have in these scenes, these wide establishing shots, all of the action and violence that they put into just one frame, there are some shots that look like Michael Cimino came back and directed a horror film. The cinematography is also by the movie's writer and director Sean Ellis, and I haven't seen his previous movie, Anthropoid, but this movie makes me want to. With the fog, the swampy atmosphere, the aura of death that surrounds all of these characters, it's a depressing movie to look at, but I mean that as a compliment. It's a real adult horror film that is unsettling. There's a few qualms I have. The movie could maybe have about 10 minutes shaved off here and there. Kinda like with Death on the Nile, I don't know if the movie really needed the World War I scenes, but they were beautifully shot. There's one too many fake-out dream sequences in it, to where I was starting to get confused as to whether something it was showing was actually happening. Some of these dream sequences do move the plot forward a little bit, but even the ones that do still end with an unnecessary boo monster face at the camera. It really didn't need that. And while there's a lot of fantastic gore effects in the movie, there's some CG that doesn't really work. But they do a damn good job with the editing here, and really only gives us glimpses of this monster, like being in the woods or being in the midst of a bunch of sheets while someone's doing the laundry. It gives us what we need to see while building up some tension. I really did dig the hell out of this. While I watched it at home on a screener, I would have totally been cool seeing this in the theater. If anything, just to watch the gorgeous camera work on the big screen. I'll give it an A-. One of the highest compliments I can give is that I watched this movie in the evening, extremely tired from editing for about 10 hours, but the movie kept my interest all the way through and didn't make me go to sleep. But we do got some other horror movies coming up too, like the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time.